If you want to win this jet, all you have to do is subscribe, click the notification bell, and the like button. Then check back with me from time to time and see my new videos. Once we get to 1,000, we're going to do a drawing. I had a drawing at 100 and only 30% signed up. With those odds, it could be a 1 in 300 chance. Subscribe. Check me out, guys. Hey YouTube, it's Sean, Griffin RC Planes. It's Friday afternoon, early evening rather. I hope everybody had a good week, and I hope everybody gets to go out and fly this weekend. I want to show you guys a couple cool things for the Apprentice and many other planes, but this will go towards our beginner series to help out everybody that is new into the hobby or want to take the next step. This is where I started. This is my very first RC airplane, and this thing taught me everything. I taught myself how to fly with it. I read the manual and went to a little local middle school weekend after weekend and never flew it. And I was scared. I was driving around like an RC car more than anything. And finally one time I just said the heck with it, and away it went, and the rest is history. And now here I am. So, but there's a lot of cool things in the Apprentice, the STS model, that you might not know is there. If you bought your Apprentice and it's ready to fly, it probably came with a DXE transmitter if it's a little older, but it already has the smart technology inside of the plane that you might not know is there. So I was going to show you the difference. Well, no difference, but I was going to show you what the telemetry features are inside this plane that can be seen on a computer transmitter if you decide to maybe upgrade in transmitters. This is just what you can what you can see and look forward to, and just the other options. More or less, this is just some cool stuff to see. So look at my TV here, and I'm going to grab a different radio and show you what's inside of it. Hang tight. Alright, so we're all bound up here. We can see that. Alright, let's look at the TV. Okay, so looking at the TV here, any of the Generation 2 radios and up will show telemetry data. Telemetry data is just communication between two items, not pertaining to RC only, just telemetry. So with a Generation 2 or newer transmitter, what can you see? Well, let's take a look here at the screen. You can see flight logs. That's your signal strength between the transmitter and the plane. In the Apprentice, you can't see the receiver voltage. That's the RX voltage. Flight log and frame losses is part of the flight log. All right, that's another step. We'll go into detail in these other sections at another time. And then we have our electronic speed control. The motor is not turning right now, so it's not showing any amperage draw at all. Once you give it a little bit of throttle, it starts pulling some amps. You can see the temperature in the speed control. You can see your RPMs. That's pretty cool. All right. There's some more of our flight log. The F stands for fades and the H stands for holds. Fades are common. You don't want many, but you can get a few as you're flying, and we'll go into that more in depth at another time. The A, B, L, and R are different antennas. You know, you've heard of having a remote receiver or a second receiver antenna inside your plane. They would light up the different A, B, L, and R's. The 8 minutes is for a flight time. We have battery voltage, 11.7 volts. RPMs, minimum and maximums. Our temperatures, minimum and maximums. Then something really cool with the Apprentice that a lot of people don't know is that it shows how high you are up in the air, your altitude. I'm going to pick the plane up right now. Look at that, 0.4, 0.6. Almost almost 3 feet. That's pretty cool. Plus the miles per hour. How fast are you going? And your current draw. I'm giving it some more throttle now. See, it just pulled down some more amperage. Over here to the electronic speed control. Once again, RPMs. What's your percentage of throttle? You know, I just gave it about 18%, obviously. It shows your battery volts, your temperature again, your output. What else do we got? Well, we've got our altitude and our speed and our current. You can see all kinds of different stuff. Just something pretty cool that I thought you guys would like to see. Now, if you have a smart battery, you can see the battery voltage, the battery temperature, how many times the battery has been charged. You can see all kinds of stuff with the battery. And we're going to do that in another video coming up. So we'll run through them again real quick here. We've got our flight logs. We've got our motor current, temperature, and RPMs. Yeah, I just gave it some throttle right there. Got the flight log. We got our minimum, maximum values. And then your battery voltage and temperature. And what's really cool is the altitude and the speed. Well, I thought you guys might think that was pretty cool. So everything you saw on the TV screen can be seen and used on the Generation 2 and up transmitters. So Generation 2 is the black transmitters. DX6, DX6E, DX8, DX8E, the DX9, any of the IX radios, the NX6, the NX8, NX10, just anything of the black. That's the Generation 2. The Generation 1 is the silver transmitters. And I still have my first Generation 1. But the only silver transmitter that you can see what you just saw is the 18. So if you're going to upgrade in transmitters, make sure you get a Generation 2, which is black, DX6, 6E, 880, the 9, and so forth, and NX, and the NX series. So, but there's a lot of cool stuff that comes inside the Apprentice, and now any other E-Flite plane that you see that says the word smart, same kind of stuff. It might not have exactly what you saw in the Apprentice, but it might be close. But then the sky's the limit on how many, different telemetry features you want to have. You can add on different things, and we'll talk more about that at a later time. But what you saw on the TV, nothing has been done to this. This is just how it comes, straight out of the box. So hey, I thought that was cool, and I wanted to share it with you. And maybe if you upgrade in transmitters, you have something something to look forward to. So, all right, guys. Hey, that's all I got for this one. Well, if you're new to the channel, subscribe. I want to mail out that FMS Savannah jet sooner than later. Once we get to 1,000, we're going to do a drawing. It could be yours. So subscribe, ring the bell so you don't miss my next video. And until next time, you'll see me here. Thank you, guys. There it is. All right.